Hey there guys, welcome back. They've finally given us some information on our codex. It is finally coming. We have waited a very, very long time. 11th edition is nearly here and we are still waiting. So probably 2-3 weeks launch will be for our codex, and they're drip feeding some information today. I'm very excited to go through it. So our code is back. It is similar but very different to what we already have. So an oath is made up of deed and a quality. You pick a deed and you pick a quality. You can randomly roll these for a better reward. Upon completion, you'd get 3 command points like we already do. But we do not know the direct correlation between the two of them. We don't know if your quality goes online when you complete your deed, or do you just have that as a constant buff, and there might be other benefits to having a deed completed, or a deed simply gives you 1 command point on a completion. Who knows yet? We are still to find out. But the deeds are something you already know. The first one is we vow to lay low the tyrant. If you kill an enemy character that you've selected at the start of the battle, you've completed the deed. Way better than the current lay low the tyrant, which is kill enemy warlord. Just saying, my Tau friend out there has loaned up on their warlord, which is really annoying to hunt down. Don't have to do that anymore. We swear to reclaim the realm. Something we already know, but it should have more objective markers than your opponent at the end of their turn. Where it used to be you had to steal their home deployment, which can be very hard for the Imperial Knight. So way easier to get that one too now. I'm sorry, this video will have no structure. It's just me rambling and getting excited, I guess. And then we have a brand new one called We Pledge for Reap a Great Tally. Kill more enemy units at the end of the turn than the battle round you're on. Very easy. So kill 2 enemy units on turn 1 for the Imperial Army, no problem. Now the qualities are something you already know. Our Martial Valor Risen overall is simply your hit and wind reroll in the shoot and fight phase, or whenever you shoot or fight, I should say. Great. Probably going to be the best one for a lot of people. The next one, we are eager for a challenge. Add 2 to the movement value and add 1 to advance and charge rolls. Very strong. And our legacy will be unsullied. Improve OC by 2 and leadership by 1. So out of the deeds and the qualities, all 3 deeds are great, easy to score. Just depends what game you're into, really. And with the qualities, unfortunately, I think the hit and the wound reroll again will be just simply the best one for damage output and consistency. So that's what most people are going to pick. Ideas just brewing already. Knight Castellan, very good long-range killy platform, like a good sniper model. Great at just killing character units, stuff like that. No problem with the volcano cannon or his big plasma gun. So he might be great for doing the first deed, but then the third deed, just killing shit, easy for an Imperial Knight player. With the qualities, obviously hit and wound, default, everyone's gonna go for it. But giving +2 to move and +1 to advance and charge on Knight is great. Knight Lancer goes to 16-inch movement. That's terrifyingly quick. Warglaives go up to 14-inch move on the little armature, which kind of helps fix up that reduction in range our melter gun got. So the first attachment that revealed is pretty much Call of Duty Specialist. Every time you complete an oath / deed and quality, you get to pick another one, or if you're doing it randomly, just keep re-rolling to hit one you haven't hit already. And all the qualities or the buff you get do stack up. Gets out of hand pretty quick. Cool idea. I like the idea as well that you might have other options in the book. There might be 3 default deeds and qualities for all the detachments, and this one might have more to pick from. We don't know yet. Cool idea. Very generic. Can handle probably anything, I feel. But the enhancements in this one are a bit different. They are one-time use enhancements, and they will say they've been expended. So the first one is Pennant for the Silvered Fury. When the bearer is selected to fight, you can use enhancement. If you do, it's expended. Till the end of the phase, melee weapons have sustained hits 2, which an Imperial Knight model is terrifying, especially with the big Reaper Chainsword. Then there's the Herald Triumph, which basically forces the battle shock on your opponent and -1 to do it. Yeah, it'll probably be cheap, but no one will bring it. The stratagems for this one are pretty good though. Hero's Tread. Enter your command phase, Imperial Knight model that's within range of an objective marker you control. The level of control on that objective marker becomes 5 unless it would be higher, until your opponent's level of control over that one is greater. Sticky. For 1 CP, you can just sticky an objective and walk away. Love it. Moment of Glory. In the fight phase, just before Imperial Knight, Titanic. Gotta be the big boys. Consolidates. You pretty much give it another 3-inch consolidate, and it can move into engagement range. So a 6-inch consolidate on a big model. You'll catch him and just stab him in the back, hopefully. Unstable Warrior. For 2 CP, your model can fall back, shoot, and charge. That's very powerful. Very efficient combat damage, but it is 2 CP. So the next attachment they kind of gave a little sneak peek into is one a lot of people are excited for, me too, because it will dictate how we deploy on the board and how we're going to move in position. Dauntless Defenders. At the start of the first battle round, select 2 objective markers on the battlefield to be your foundation. You draw a line along them. If any of your model in any way touches that line between these two objective markers, you are considered to be on the defensive line. While you're on that defensive line, you gain the rule Against the Horde. Against the Horde says each time a model in your unit makes an attack that targets an enemy that is visible, you can ignore any or all modifiers to that hit roll, and the weapons equipped by those models have sustained hits 1. Each time one of your foundations gets removed by a game mechanic or whatever, you can set up a new line. So, draw a line, stand on the line, shoot your opponent dead with sustained hits 1. That's pretty good with Imperial Knight shooting and gun profiles, you know, just saying. The fact that also it's an ability called Against the Horde means there might be ways to get against the Horde without being on the line. It could be a stratagem that reactively gives you that ability. We'll have to wait and see what they do. So how do you use it? Do you go the 2 middle no-mans like on Hammer and Anvil, just go left to right, say I'm going to stand in the middle of the board, as I'm here I get sustained hits 1, could be an option. Do you do it like straight down the middle, making a wedge for your opponent to deal with? It means you're on the defensive line quicker for earlier turn 1 shooting, and you can try to divide your opponent's board in half. Or do you do it like diagonal, do a little corner of the board saying, alright, I stay in this section, I can get sustained hits 1 and I can kind of fight outwards. Different ways to do it. The enhancements are interesting. Inquisitor arms, pretty much while there's no one on your line and it's only you, your knight that's giving out bondsman can give its objective control to its bondsman target. So bondsman is back, but at what range we don't know because it used to be 12 inches, I think. So armigers can run around, big boy stays on the line. Long as the line is clear and you're protecting it, you can give your objective control to those armigers through bondsman. Interesting. And the next one is Vengeful Tread. It gives an Imperial Knight model free tank shot. Probably put it on the Errant. He's already got a great melter gun. He's got okay melee. He runs out there tank shocking, and melter thing's dead. Okay, into the stratagems. Lancebreaker's a weird wordy one, and I've tried like 10 times filming this now. When? During the fight phase, just after the enemy selected targets. The target is your knight, of course, that was selected as a target of one or more of the attacking unit's attacks and is on your defensive line. The effect is if the strength of the attack is greater than your toughness, -1 to the wound. That took a lot. If they're punching in pretty much with strength 12 or greater melee, -1 to wound. So hopefully they'll always wound you on a 4 at worst, or best I should say, hopefully. It will be a bit more niche. Drive them out during your shooting or fight phase. One of your Imperial Knight models had not shot or fought yet. You get to crit on a 5. That's pretty good considering the detachment rule gives you sustained hits 1, so you get a lot more shots off. And then in tangent, you could have Titanic Bombardment. Has to be one of the big knights, and it has remained stationary, and it's on your defensive line. It gains sustained hits 2 on its ranged weapons. Combine that with possibly crit on 5. Oof, give that to like a Dominus Castellan, and maybe get 5 shots off in your Volcano Lance. Who knows? You can delete whatever you want. Alright, that is only a very quick video. I'm excited. I know the video will be pretty relevant once the rest of the information comes out. We'll have to do a full video, but I'm excited. We finally have information coming out on our army. Dauntless Defenders seems really cool. I like this idea of setting up a line and we have to fight on it and defend it. I want to know more about the deeds and qualities, how they're going to interact with each other. Is the quality already assumed, or do we have to earn it? Because if we have to earn it, it will make us a little bit slower. We don't get that turn 1 movement buff or those turn 1, 2 hit and win rerolls. It could be a little bit harder. So we'll have to wait and see what they're going to do. Alright, if you have any ideas or excitement about the Codex, let me know down below. And thank you for watching, guys, and thank you to my patrons for your direct support. Alright, goodbye. See ya.
Блядь, ебать мой хуй.